Edward Lear. Edward Lear was born on 12 May 1812 in Holloway, a suburb of London. He was the 28th of 21st children born into a large middle class family. However, financial difficulties caused by his father's failed business ventures meant that Lear and some of his siblings were forced to leave home early from a young age. Lear displayed an interest in drawing and natural history, which would shape his future career. His love for animals, landscapes, and old creators would become central to his work as an illustrator and author. Lear suffered from epilepsy, a condition that at the time carried significant social stigma. He also battled lifelong depression and poor health, which often influenced his personal and professional relationship. Despite this struggle, Lear emerged as one of the most celebrated figures of the 19th century for his whimsical nonsense literature and detailed scientific illustration. Lear began his career as an artist, specializing in zoological and botanical illustration. At the age of 15, he found work drawing animals for the Zoological Society of London and later worked for the British Museum. His meticulous attention to detail and ability to depict animals with accuracy earned him recognition in the scientific community. One of his most significant early projects was illustrating birds for the wealthy ornithologist John Gould. Lear's magnum opus in this era was his book Illustration of the Family Cetacea or Parrots, 1830, which he started when he was just 18 years old. The book, featuring lifelike depiction of parrots, was held for its technical precision and artistry, earning Lear the admiration of Charles Drawing and other prominent scientists. His contribution to significant illustration were groundbreaking, with his vivid, detailed lithographs setting a high standard for natural history illustration. Boileau was an accomplished illustrator. He is perhaps best known today for his whimsical and absurd literary works. His first collection of a book of nonsense, 1846. His nonsense literature extends beyond remarks to include longer poems and stories. One of his most famous works in The Owl and the Pussycat, a narrative poem that followed the romantic journey of an owl and a cat who sail away in a pure green boat. The poem playful language, melodic rhythm, and charming imagery have made it an enduring favorite. In addition to his work in nonsense literature, Lear was also an accomplished landscape painter. He traveled extensively throughout his life, visiting countries across Europe, the Middle East, and India, and his experiences informed his artwork. Lear's landscapes paintings, often done in oil or watercolor, reflected his keen eye for detail and his fascination with foreign locales. His travel journals, many of which included sketching, provided a fascinating glimpse into his artistic process and the pace that inspired him. Despite his success, Lear's personal life was marked by loneliness. He never married and frequently struggled with his health, both physical and mental. Lear spent the latter years of his life in Salerno, Italy, where he lived in relative selection. He continued to write and paint until his death on January 29, 1888. Edward Lear's contribution to both the world of art and literature have left an indelible mark. His natural history illustration were pioneering in the technical precision, while his nonsense poetry opened up new creative possibilities for of all ages. Lear's ability to blend humor with melancholy and his unique scenes of whimsy have ensured his place as one of the most beloved figures in 19th century English culture. His influence can be seen in the works of later authors, including Lewis Carroll, spirit and love for the absurd. Today, Lear is remembered not only for his imaginative nonsense but also for his contribution to natural history and landscapes art. His work continues to be celebrated for its creativity, humor, and emotional depth. Thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe my channel and share my video.